going to pull your right knee up as high as you can towards your right shoulder. When you're ready, you're going to push up, and when you push up, you're going to lift your knee off of the ground and extend it up behind you as you position yourself over your left knee. So drop down, push, and lift. Notice that my hands are under my armpits as I lower myself down. You want to make sure that as soon as you start to push yourself up, the abs come in. And drop, lift, point the toe, and you can do up to 30 repetitions of this move as well. For those of you that don't know that, your heels are going to be together, your toes apart, knees pulling away from one another. You start here with your chest up nice and tall, shoulders down, bring the knees together, drop down to a push-up position and extend the leg to the ceiling. Now right there is key because I need you to use your abs to pull your upper body up every single time you do a rep, okay? So you're up, drop, lift, push, up, drop, lift. You're going to have to use some balance and control here. And up. With this move, if you need to, you can lean back for the first few times until you really find your center here and the momentum with the move. You're going to place the ball of your left foot down on the mat. You're going to tuck your knee into your chest, let both knees bend naturally to the ground, and then extend the left leg straight and stretch your right leg up into the air. Now, do you see how my hip is opening? I want you to try and keep the hip down. So it's a real butt lift at the top, not so much a stretch. Bend and lift. Great job. You can do up to 30 of these. But I want your feet to be slightly separated. What you're going to do is follow that same diagonal movement that you did from the beginning with your left leg, so we hit the same spot in your glute, but you're going to lift the opposite arm to the side. So lift and place. Try not to let everything fall down to the ground, okay? I want you to control it up, pause, control it back down. Here we go. 1, 2, shift your weight slightly over the right shoulder as you tighten everything and lift. 4, 5. For the next movement, you're going to keep your knees together, bent onto the mat, and you're going to come down and put your weight over your left shoulder and hand, keeping it aligned. You're going to dip your hips down to the ground, come up and extend the leg out to the side. I want you to pay attention to the fact that I'm waiting until I get my hips pulled up as high as I can before I completely extend the leg. And push. So I want some momentum there. Push. Good. Keep the knee facing forward. I want you to rock naturally. And you can do up to 30 reps of this move. Dip and lift. Good job. I want you to take your knees and point them in towards each other and separate your feet as far as you possibly can. We're going to follow this inverted line with a leg lift. You're going to shift your weight slightly onto the left shoulder and then at the same time lift your leg. When you lift your leg, follow that inverted line that you created. Point your toe, stay engaged. Because I'm having you place your hands on top of one another, this is going to require a different set of muscles to help balance you. Start out with 5 repetitions and you can work yourself up to 30. You're going to bring the knee into the other knee, your calf really into the back of the other knee, and you're going to then extend the leg up to the ceiling as you lower your body down to the ground. So touch, pull, extend. And when you extend, the reason why you're taking your nose down to the ground is so that you can really take advantage of the angle at the top with your leg. So I don't want your leg down here, I want it up really, really high. Touch, pull, lift. Touch, pull, lift. Take this pause here to prep yourself to hit that angle at the top. Again, we're working our entire body. And you can do 30 repetitions of these.
This is Sumo Jump Squat. Stand with your feet wider than hip distance apart, toes outward. Keeping your back straight, lower into a sumo squat. Make sure your knees don't extend beyond your toes. Then jump as high as you can, reach your arms overhead, land in a squat position, and repeat for 30 to 60 seconds. Here's how to do alternating lunges. Begin with your feet hip distance apart. Step your right foot forward about 2 feet and lower into a lunge. Make sure your knee doesn't go past your ankle. Drive your body off the ground and switch the position of your legs in the air. You should land in a lunge with your left foot forward. Keep alternating sides as you repeat this exercise for 30 to 60 seconds. This is how to do a plyometric side lunge. Stand with your feet about twice as wide as your shoulders. Then jump your left leg to the left and bend your knee to come into a side lunge. At the same time, bring your right hand down to touch the floor in front of your body. Keep your chest high as you do this move. Then drive from your left foot to hop up. Land in side lunge on your right side with your left hand touching the floor. Do this for 30 to 60 seconds. Here's how to do an X-Jack jump. This is a fun twist on classic jumping jacks. Start with your feet together and arms at your sides. As you jump, stretch your arms and legs out to the sides. Think about your body making an X shape in the air. Time yourself aiming for 30 to 60 seconds of movement. Here's how to combine a squat and an overhead press. Hold your dumbbells at your shoulders and lower into a squat. Then, as you push through your heels to stand back up, press your weights overhead. Do 3 sets of 15 reps. Plyometrics or jump training can blast fat and boost your heart rate without a lot of space or equipment. Here's an exercise you can do anywhere to get in shape. Here's how to do alternating lunges. Begin with your feet hip distance apart. Step your right foot forward about 2 feet and lower into a lunge. Make sure your knee doesn't go past your ankle. Drive your body off the ground and switch the position of your legs in the air. You should land in a lunge with your left foot forward. Keep alternating sides as you repeat this exercise for 30 to 60 seconds. Here's how to do a hip bridge. Lie on your back with your knees bent, feet on the floor, and arms at your sides. Push through your heels to raise your butt off the ground until your back forms a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Hold this for a second, then lower slowly. Do 15 repetitions. To start, stand tall with your feet hip distance apart and toes pointing forward. Keep your core tight and your back straight. Step your right foot forward about 2 feet. Lower your body so both your legs make 90-degree angles. Push off your right leg and return to the standing position. Seems easy, right? Well, here are 2 common knee-busting mistakes. One common mistake is allowing your knee to extend beyond your toes. You want to keep it right above your ankles so your lower leg forms a perfectly straight line. Another mistake is letting your back knee hit the floor. You want to stop a few inches above the ground. Try 10 repetitions on each side. Here's how to do a perfect plank. Lie face down with your legs extended and elbows bent directly under your shoulders. Your feet should be hip distance apart and your arms should be shoulder width apart. Now you can place your palms on the floor or clasp your hands. Engage your abs, tuck your toes, and squeeze your glutes to lift your body off the ground. Focus your eyes ahead about a foot in front of your hands. A few things to watch out for. Don't hyperextend your knees, don't drop your head, or allow your butt to rise up. You want your head, neck, shoulders, back, butt, and legs all to fall in a straight line. Try and hold this pose for 20 seconds, and eventually you can hold it for a minute or even longer, as long as you don't compromise your form. This is double leg stretch. Pull your knees to your chest and lift your head and neck off the floor. Extend your arms overhead and your legs out. Then circle your arms around and pull your knees back in. Repeat 8 times. Here's what you need. 2 5-pound dumbbells and a sturdy chair or bench. This move combines a step up and a bicep curl. Grab your dumbbells and stand with your left foot on the chair. As you step up onto the chair, curl the weights towards your shoulders and bring your right thigh up so it's parallel to the floor. Then step down and switch legs. Do 3 sets of 15 reps. The basic swing is the foundation for any kettlebell workout. The first thing you should know, your arms do not power this move. It's actually your hips, hamstrings, and butt. Let's get started. Have your kettlebell on the ground in front of you. You can use a 15-pound kettlebell or a lighter weight if that's more comfortable. Plant your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart and hold your spine straight. It's important that you maintain good posture to protect your back. Now lower your body halfway into a squat. Your butt should stick out behind you. Pick up the kettlebell with a firm but relaxed grip. As you straighten your legs, push through your heels and explode your hips upward to swing the kettlebell to chest height. Return to your half squat as you swing the kettlebell back between your legs. Once you're comfortable with swinging the bell to chest height, up the intensity by pushing even harder through your hips and swinging the bell above your head. Here's how to do kneeling side leg circles. For this move, you'll need to get on the ground. Kneel on your right knee with your right hand on the floor. Place your left hand on your hip, extend your left leg out to the side, and make small circles. Watch that your hips stay steady. After 15 circles, reverse direction. Then do the exercise on the other side. This is side kicks. Start by lying on your side with your legs slightly in front of your hips. Turn your right toes up to the ceiling, then lift and lower your right leg 8 times without letting your hips rock backward. Keep your core tight the entire time. Repeat on the left side. This is the straight leg raise. Lie down with your right leg extended and left leg bent. Lift your straight leg up until both knees meet, then slowly lower. Do 3 sets of 10 reps, then switch legs. This is swan. Lying on your stomach with your arms in front of you, lift your arms, torso, and legs up off the mat. Lower down to starting position and repeat 3 to 5 times.
We're gonna do the tricep press next. We're gonna do 10 reps. You're gonna raise your arms up, and you're just gonna bring them slowly down and up. Down and up. You have the picture? Boat pose is for your abs. So you're basically gonna take your elbows to your knees and then extend out, in, extend out. Do this till you think you're gonna die. Deadlifts. Keep your knees slightly bent. I think that's the one thing I always used to forget to do, and it actually causes injury, so be careful. Knees slightly bent, and you're just gonna dip down, and you're gonna come back up. Do 15 of these. So we're gonna do some leg drops for your abs. So you're gonna basically come up like you're doing a crunch, and then you're gonna drop your toes, touch down. And you're gonna do as many of these as you can, because you want awesome abs, right? Let's aim for 25. So here's the dumbbell squat. I'm using 5-pound weights. You can use whatever weight you're comfortable with. Feet shoulder width apart, and you're gonna dip down for 25 reps. Overhead press works your shoulders, and we all want nice shoulders. So you're gonna take your weights, whatever weight you're comfortable with, stick your chest out, and go up. Ooh, that was a little crack. All right, we're gonna do 10 of these. Standing posture curls. So you're gonna take your weights and you're just gonna lift them up like bicep curls, but you're using your posture and your core a little bit more so. Here we go. And we're gonna do 30 of these bad boys.
Not only do jump squats help strengthen your legs, but they also help you really work on your coordination and balance. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back. You lie down on your back, you're gonna do some basic bicycle reps, which work out your core, but at the same time, you're gonna incorporate an upper body workout, so you're getting those front deltoids worked out too. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back. This move works out your abs, your glutes, your triceps, your biceps, and your back. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back. Plank jack is a great combination of a classic plank pose, but you're also kind of doing a jumping jack at the same time. It's great because not only is it helping you focus on your form, but the jumping jack part of it kind of helps keep it a cardio workout too. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back. This is a great classic workout. Obviously, it's great for your core strengthening, but the interesting twist to it is the opposite limb. So you're stretching out your leg and your arm at the same time, which really helps strengthen your rotational core strength. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back. It exercises a lot of your lower body. Obviously, it's a core workout too, but it really helps you focus on your strength, your coordination, and your balance. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back. It works the entire body while promoting agility and coordination. Good job. Go get a glass of water and give yourself a pat on the back.
Hands are under your shoulders. You're gonna extend your legs back and find that perfect plank, one straight line of energy. Now with the running man, you're just gonna drop both knees and then lift them up. Try not to disturb your plank. Keep your hips stable. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Go for about 15 to 20 of those. You'll really feel the lower abdominals. Second one is bird dog in plank. So you might be familiar with the bird dog on hands and knees. Now we're gonna try it in plank, which is a little bit more challenging. So try not to disturb your plank. Extend one arm forward, one leg back, and then switch sides. And it's very challenging to try and stay even, but give it a go and try 10 on each side. Next one is uneven plank. So you're gonna lower one forearm and keep the other arm straight plank, come up and then switch sides. And you can continue going back and forth. Again, 10 reps on each side. This next one I really like because it tones your tush as well. So we're gonna strengthen our buttocks and our core. A little hamstring curl. You're gonna pull your heel, and then release the leg straight, and then kick, and release. And again, try and keep that perfect plank, abs scooped in, shoulders down and back, and the ribs drawn together. So you wanna go for about 8 to 10 on each side. And the last variation is to take the feet really wide and the hands together, and you'll feel your inner thighs, pelvic floor, lower abs even more. And you'll just hold this for a good 60 seconds. And then you'll really feel your body burning. Make sure you breathe. Keep those abs held in. Grab a weight anywhere from 3 to 10 pounds. Lie back so that you can take your hands underneath your lower back for a little extra support. Grab the weight between your feet and lift it up. And then scoop the knees in, hollowing out those lower abs, and then shoot the legs out. So you're gonna scoop in and out. Scoop in and out. Try for 15 to 30 reps, 3 to 4 times a week. Grab a weight anywhere from 3 to 10 pounds, lie down on your back, bend your knees, lift them up to tabletop, stretch your arms straight up to the ceiling. You're gonna crunch your head and neck up, straighten out one leg as you twist towards the bent knee. Come back to center, don't drop your head, knees to tabletop, arms up, and then switch. Go for 8 reps of those, 3 times a week. Hinge back from the upper body, hollow out the lower abs, and float your legs up so they're parallel to the floor. Stretch your arms out, keep your shoulders down and back, keep drawing the abdominals in and up, and try and lengthen out of your spine. If you feel comfortable here, you can straighten out the legs. Engage the pelvic floor muscles, inner thighs. Sit nice and tall, hold here 5 to 15 breaths. Relax for a moment and repeat up to 5 times. Step with your feet hip width apart. Make sure your feet are directly forward. Cross your hands over your chest. Pull your lower abdominals in and up. Really keep that belly button tight to the spine. Squat down as deep as you can. Buttocks back over the heels. Scoop in your abs, press through the heels, and come back up to stand. Try 5 sets of 5 reps. I want you to bend your knees, place your feet flat on the mat, extend your left leg straight up to the ceiling, and reach your right arm up to the sky. Press your left arm into the floor, keep your hips from moving, keep everything still, only open your left leg and right arm, and then use those abdominals, squeeze to lift the leg and arm back to center. Inhale to open, exhale to squeeze. And perform 10 to 12 reps on each side. Lie down on your back, take your hands behind your head and lift your shoulders off the floor just so they're hovering. Extend your left leg straight up to the ceiling. Now lift your right leg off the floor and let it hover without moving anything. Keep those abs super tight. Make 4 circles with the left leg in one direction. Stop and reverse 4 in the opposite direction. Lower down, relax for a second, and then come up and switch to the other side and go for 3 reps total. So your shoulders are at the edge of the ball and place your hand behind you for extra support. Feet are hip width apart. Take one hand behind the head, lift the opposite knee up. Now crunch like an oblique twist and then lay back as you stretch your leg out. Squeeze, lift, and reach. You're gonna go for 15 reps on that side and then switch to the other side. Lie down on your back. Extend both legs straight and then hug your right knee into your chest. Give it a nice squeeze. Now slowly drop your knee over to the left as you reach your right arm to the right. Hold for 30 seconds, come back to center, and repeat on the opposite side. Come flat onto your mat. I want you to stretch your arms overhead, point your toes back. Inhale, lift up, get as high as you can, lift your chest, stretch your arms behind you, hold for a count, and then go back down to starting position. Try for 6 to 8 reps of those 3 to 4 times a week. Bend your knees up to a tabletop position, hollow out those lower abs. Inhale the arms back overhead. And as you exhale, come up to your teaser sit in a V. Stretch your fingers towards your toes, hollow out the lower abs, and then slowly, slowly, slowly start to scroll down through your spine. Come back to starting position and exhale back up to your teaser. Great job. Try for 15 reps of those. I want you to sit up nice and tall, feet flat on the mat. Take your hands underneath your thighs, hinge back, scoop in those lower abs, and then lift your legs up so that they're parallel to the floor. Inhale a breath, and then release the legs and stretch the arms towards the toes. We're gonna hold here for 8 breaths. Bring the legs back to starting position, rest down in between, and then do 2 more sets.